Hey, what's up, guys? Eyes Open in California here. So today is Sunday, July 13th, 2025. In fact, it might even be past midnight already into Monday, the 14th. But anyways, I had a short dream this morning that I want to tell you about. And I didn't want to go to sleep without first making this video because the message in the video, or the message in the dream that I woke up from this morning, was a sense of urgency, as if like time was running short on this. So in this dream, I was in like some kind of a college environment, and I had a knowing that every now and I don't know what interval it was, but we kept getting new waves of new students. And so this just happened periodically. So then I'm looking at a bunch of students that I had never seen before. And I said, oh, these must be the new guys. So I walked over, and they're men and women. I walked over and introduced myself to some kid who was probably like 18, 19 years old. And I said, hey, how you doing? My name's Rich. He was like, oh, hey, how are you? And I said, I want to share an investment opportunity with you. He said, oh, cool. And I said, but before we get too far along, I need you to understand something. He said, what's that? And I said, if you're going to do this, you need to do it soon because you're running out of time. He said, oh, okay. So I said, in my phone, I have a pre-written text message that I've sent myself. And I opened up my phone and I'm scrolling for it. I said, oh, here it is. And I copied this pre-written message that's in my phone. And he tried to tap his phone against my phone. And I pulled my phone away. And I said, hey, what are you doing? He goes, oh, I was just going to tap the phone so the information transfers. And I said, no, I have all of that disabled on my phone. The tap and the airdrop and all that, it's all disabled. He said, why is that? And I said, because when our phones tap, a lot more information than you'd think is actually transferring, and I don't want to give your phone any permissions to my phone. And he was like, huh, all right. And so I said, hey, what's your phone number? And he gave me his phone number, and then I pasted the message, and I sent it to his phone via text message. And I told him, I said, listen, it's your responsibility to tell the rest of the new people about this. And I said, but make sure you tell them that if they're going to do this, they need to do this soon because they're running out of time. And he said, okay, thanks, man. I said, yeah, no problem. And then I woke up, and that was that. So I didn't want to go to sleep tonight without first making this video, because in the dream, I told him, if you're going to do it soon because you're running out of time. So anyways, as far as the tap and the airdrop goes, God was just showing me that a lot more things are transferring than we think. I don't know what those things are. It's above my pay grade, but God showed me not to be doing that. So I don't know. I don't know what that even means. But just, I guess, don't do it. I don't do it. I don't trust it. But God just showed me that something is happening in the background with that tap and the airdrop and all that. They're doing something sneaky with that information. There's some permissions that are happening with that. So anyways, I'm going to copy and paste that pre-written text message once again in this video's description box and also in the comment section. And then I'm also going to copy and paste the link to the video that I had recorded like 3 weeks ago about the 2-step financial plan. And then if you have the time, or even if you don't, make the time. Make the time for this. God is not showing me financial information for no reason. I'm not really sure if you know this, but ISO 20022 goes live on Monday, July 14th, which is like in a few minutes. For the first time in human history, this thing goes live. This whole cryptocurrency thing, it's here to stay. The financial system, it's changing. The world as you know it, it's not coming back. We are heading into uncharted territories. Actually, it is charted in the book of Revelation, but we're heading into new territory. And there's going to be a little bit of financial hardship that people are going to have to live through. And God is just trying to make sure that people who have ears to hear, that they can set themselves up a little bit better. Have a little nest egg of money that you can fall back on when times get hard. But natural disasters popping up, actually they're unnatural disasters, you know, and I know it. But as these things are popping off, it's not a bad idea to have a little bit of money behind you. So anyways, that's what I dreamt. I wanted to make this video one more time to get the message out. I have been dreaming about this particular thing, these stocks, for like 8 years. I think 8 years. This is like the culmination of what God has been showing me over the last, like, it's got to be 8 years, 8 or 9 years. Probably more like 8. So it's exciting, and it's also, what's the word called? This is like one of the first big things that God has shown me that's going to happen. One of the first big things out of many big things. So like once this starts, then the things that I don't really talk about are going to start happening. And it's exciting. It's all good. It's all for the glory of God. So anyways, take a look at that video, read that pre-written message, and see if it's for you. If it is, awesome. If it's not, it's all good. So anyways, this is Eyes Open in California. Thank you. God bless you.